Graça Moraes Contemporary Art Center. Exhibition about Grupo Puzzle, 1976-1981. Participants in the recordings. Welcome to Graça Moraes Contemporary Art Center. Contemporary art is the art of modern times. José Luís de Castro is the voice in this recording. The sound was made by José Luís de Castro and Marta Ochoa. The School of Education of Bragança helped us doing these recordings. Entrance to the center. We can read text about the artist before entering the exhibition about Grupo Puzzle. The texts talk about the artist's life. It is important to know the people who created the group. Grupo Puzzle had 10 participants. Dario Alves, Armando Azevedo, Gerardo Burmester, Carlos Carreiro, João Dicho, Albuquerque Mendes, Graça Moraes, Fernando Pinto Coelho, Pedro Rocha and Jaime Silva. Let's read the texts about them. Dario Alves was born in 1940 in Moncorvo. He studied fine arts in Porto. He studied painting. He also worked 15 years in advertising companies. Advertising is making products known for people to buy. Dario was a graphic designer. Being a graphic designer is creating images for books or magazines. The painting of the Torre dos Clérigos and the Postal Ilustrado were his most important works. Armando Azevedo was born in Famalicão in 1946 and died in Coimbra in 2021. He started studying law in Coimbra but dropped out. Law is to become a lawyer or a judge. He then took part in the Plastic Arts Circle of Coimbra. This circle was an artistic society and a workshop for learning arts. Armando worked a lot on colleges and colours. He remained with the group until 1981. Gerardo Burmester was born in Porto in 1953. He studied at the Porto School of Fine Arts, but he lived in Paris, France and Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. He was part of the art meeting from all over the world that happened in Caldas da Rainha. There, Gerardo used the phrase, "Art is to build and to destroy." He combined painting with street performances. He left the group in 1980. Carlos Carreiro was born in São Miguel, Madeira in 1946. He went to study law in Lisbon, but also left the course. Then he went to Porto, to the School of Fine Arts. There he studied painting. He painted the panels on Avenida da Boa Vista in Porto. He left the group in 1981. João Dicho was born in Vila Real in 1941 and died in Porto in 2012. He studied at the School of Fine Arts in Porto. He then was a teacher in the Plastic Arts Circle of Coimbra. He had exhibitions all by himself. He then joined Grupo Puzzle. He was very fond of the art meetings from all over the world. Albuquerque Mendes was born in Trancoso in 1953. He took part of the Plastic Art Circle of Coimbra. There he had 2 exhibitions alone. He also painted the panels on Avenida da Boa Vista in Porto. He stayed with the Grupo Puzzle until the end in 1981. Graça Moraes was born in Vieiro in 1948. She lived for a few years in Mozambique. Then she went to Porto to study painting at the School of Fine Arts. Graça had a first exhibition in Guimarães. She was the only woman in Grupo Puzzle. She wanted to help women have the same rights as men. She left the group in 1977. Fernando Coelho was born in Coimbra in 1951. He studied architecture at the School of Fine Arts in Porto. Architecture is to design buildings. He learned the arts at the Plastic Arts Circle of Coimbra. Fernando had the idea of making the group's painting in the shape of puzzle pieces. The self-portrait and group paintings were prepared like a puzzle. Self-portrait is painting oneself. Pedro Rocha was born in Porto in 1945. He also studied painting at the School of Fine Arts in Porto. In 1974, he had a street performance. In the performance, they imitated a funeral. Pedro and the other artists complained against the director of the Soares dos Reis Museum in Porto. The museum had nothing new. When things went bad, it was necessary to go out into the streets to get people's attention. Pedro took these ideas to the Grupo Puzzle. Jaime Silva was born in Régua in 1947. He also studied painting at the School of Fine Arts in Porto. He was married to Graça Moraes. He was a part of Grupo Puzzle until 1977. Now you know the artists of Grupo Puzzle a bit better. You already understand the exhibition in the center much better. Listen to the guided tour. Farewell. Did you enjoy visiting Graça Moraes Center? You have to come back and see new things. Participants. These texts were validated by Lúcia Pereira, Marco Afonso, Miguel Cifrósio, Paulo Sá. The facilitators were Cláudio Martins and Cátia Brocó. The texts were made with the support of Academy Santos Mártires, Bragança, ASCUT, Sociocultural Association of the Disabled of Trás-os-Montes, Bragança, and FENACERSI, National Federation of CESI. These texts were produced within the project Culture for All Bragança, Norte 074230 FSE 000058 of the Municipality of Bragança, with funding from the European Social Fund. The Polytechnic Institute of Bragança developed this project. It was coordinated by Cláudio Martins.